cheerleader Milan right now setting up for her session. She has asked me to film her, so I got, she gave me this Canon camera that's set up. Gonna be filming her, and I loaned her my giant squid and Zoom H1 mic, so she'll record the audio on there and then she'll sync it up to this camera afterwards. So, yay. Ready to break a leg. Her session is starting a little late because the previous speaker ran over time. The jerk. Yeah. Right now the thing is trying to synchronize the recording to a lavalier mic. Alright, so I guess I'll start recording now. There you go.
For me, regularly is once a day. Like that's as regularly as I'm trying. You know, when I travel, I don't get to upload every day, but the goal for me is every day has one video. And if you look at all the big names, Gary Vaynerchuk, you know, all these bloggers, all these people, they're uploading every day, sometimes twice a day. So it takes a lot of work. You don't have to start like that, but once a week would be like the lowest if you really want to get some traction. There are even 300,000 people paying right now for YouTube. I don't know if it's still called YouTube Red or YouTube TV. We don't have it in Chile, so I'm not a paid customer. They don't want me to give them money. Daily, 30 plus million. So that's also a lot of people. To date, and I think this stat is not like today, like July 2018, but a few months ago, 5+ billion videos. There are only, though, 50 million people actually uploading content. So 1.5 billion users, but only 50 million uploading content. So that's a huge opportunity, actually, for us, content creators. But this is the really important stat. Average viewing session is 40 minutes. Like when people log into YouTube, they spend on average 40 minutes consuming content. So if you don't have enough videos out there, you're missing out on that. And 300 hours of video are uploaded minute. Also, 62% are male, 80% are outside of the US. It's a very global platform. 9% of small businesses are on YouTube. Millennials, of course, prefer YouTube 2-to-1 over television. And surprisingly, the 35 to 55 plus age group is the fastest growing right now. So adults are going on YouTube as well. So that's an important stat right there. It's not just for younger people. Now remember, YouTube is the second largest search engine behind Google. So you want to have your videos optimized. It's SEO as well. And if you don't show up for the keywords that you want to show up, you're not going to get a lot of views, especially with the algorithm. I'm going to talk a little bit about that later. But it's important to know that people are not just going on Google to search for things, they're going straight to YouTube to find videos, tutorials, how-tos, all of these things, they go straight to YouTube. You want to have a profile photo, cover photo, hopefully a close-up of yourself or the logo of your brand, if you have a brand. And for a company, make sure it's high quality. And let people know you're serious, and of course you can add some info about yourself. For example, here I made this myself, honestly. I didn't hire a designer yet for this, and you don't need to. But you can add a few keywords about what you do, so when people land on your homepage, they immediately know what the channel is about. And the other important thing here, the About section, okay? You can add a little paragraph about who you are, what you do, and you can also have a business email right there. When you verify your channel, it should allow you to add a business email, and that way people can contact you. Not many people will use that, not many see it, but it's better that it's there than if it's not. Of course, if you're brand new, you haven't uploaded a lot of videos, I encourage you to go and upload as many as you can. If you have 10 videos, upload 10 in the same day, it doesn't matter, because that way you can start creating your playlists. And what I do is, for example, this is one example of my playlists or interviews that I've done for my podcast. So what I do with my podcast is I always, when the person allows me to, I do a video with them, and then I put it on YouTube, and then I put it on the podcast as well. And I create a playlist where I make sure that it is congruent, like that we have the same colors across the playlist and all of that. And you can have up to 10 playlists showing up on your homepage. That doesn't mean you can only create 10 playlists. You can create, I don't know if there's a limit, I haven't hit it yet, but featured on your homepage, you can have up to 10. So make sure those 10 are very, very relevant. The other important thing is you want to add a description on each playlist up here, right? So when people are browsing your channel, it generally is, okay, what's the content here? What can I watch? What's it about? And don't have the homepage empty. Like, try to get those playlists there. You go back to status and features after you've been verified, and you will start seeing all of these other options here. And some of them you will be ineligible. Is that right? I don't know the right word for that. But you won't be able to enable those options until you get a certain amount of views and a certain amount of subscribers. So for example, to get a custom URL, for example, my YouTube channel is youtube.com/Carolina Millán, which is my name. But for you to get that custom URL, you have to have 100 subscribers. So if you have an email list, invite your email list, invite your Facebook contacts, invite everybody to subscribe to your channel so you can get the 100 subscriber mark fast. And then you can claim your custom URL, which is a lot better than /channel/ a bunch of rubbish. The other thing that's going to take a while to activate is monetization. Now, personally, I don't really make a lot of money from YouTube, like directly from AdSense. I make money from people who watch my videos, they enter their email in my funnel, and they buy whatever I'm selling or my coaching services. But if you don't enable this, YouTube is going to show your content less because they want to make money from YouTube. So I encourage you to enable your monetization if you are eligible for it. If you're not, it's because you need to reach this here. At least 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. This is new. The reason, it's been for maybe 3-4 months. The reason for this is because some of the biggest YouTubers messed it up for the rest of us. They uploaded bad content. You guys are familiar with Logan Paul and all these kids. They messed it up for the rest of the smaller creators. And so now they're asking everybody to have at least 4,000 hours in the last 12 months. So you have to put out a lot of content. So that's the only thing that's probably a little bit harder to get to, but as soon as you qualify for that, activate monetization again, because YouTube will give your videos a little more relevance if they are monetized. Once you can always apply before you get there, but it's most likely that you will not get monetized until you reach that. Next thing, your upload defaults. This is going to save you a lot of time. It took me a while to realize that was possible, but if you go to upload defaults, you can immediately put a description, like default description for all of your videos. For example, if you want to put all your affiliate links, one thing I do is I link all of my cameras, my microphones, I put all my Amazon affiliate links in all of my videos. And so the description that is right here includes all of the relevant links that I want on all of my videos, relevant keywords, a little blurb about who I am, and then all I do whenever I upload a new video, I go to the top here, before the subscribe thing, and I put 2 sentences for that specific video. So what that specific video is about, and then the rest is all the same. And you can also add tags, of course, some relevant tags to go in all of your videos. And then for each specific video, you want to add specific tags. So don't just put 100 tags there and never change them, because you're competing with yourself for your own keywords. So be changing those as well. I'll show you what to do. Next thing important here is branding. So if you go to your settings, you click on branding, and add a watermark. This could be your company logo, it could be your face, it could be anything you want. In my case, what I did is I just found a little YouTube subscribe button, and I put that as my watermark, so it has a little call to action. You can make your own, like you could put your logo here and then the word subscribe under it, because whenever people hover their mouse over that in every video, your subscribe button pops up. So that helps you get more subscribers. Next, this is probably the most important thing you want to do as soon as they allow you to. Like I said, probably if you're brand new, they won't let you, but keep checking. And that is adding your associated website. This is really important because it will allow you to add clickable links to all of your videos. And I'll show you how to do that. Okay? So if you're brand new here, it'll allow you to add it, and it'll ask you to verify your domain name. So put a domain name that you own, that you can easily verify. Hopefully it's a WordPress website maybe, because they will give you a piece of code. You have to put the piece of code on the site, and then just let them know, hey, the code is there, approve it. And of course, your Google Analytics ID. Add it down here as well. If you don't have Google Analytics, set that up. Put it here, because Google Analytics will give you some really, really good data about your YouTube channel as well. Now let's go into content strategy a little bit. I already showed you a couple of my playlists. Let me give you some more details. One important thing is to really define what your content is going to be, because the most successful YouTube channels are very niche. They don't just talk about comedy one day and drama another day and business and Shopify one day. And so they are very focused on the type of content that they upload, because that way they don't scare their viewers away. In my personal case, I was having an issue with that, because I was uploading videos in Spanish, I was uploading videos in English, I had these old music videos, then I was uploading concert videos, because I love going to concerts, and then I would put a video about a band. Then I'll get a bunch of subscribers who wanted the music, and then the next day I uploaded an interview with a marketer, and they unsubscribed because I'm here because you upload music, so what's this? So I started being a lot more strict with the type of content I was uploading. And I suggest you try to do that from the very beginning. And for example, I'm just going to talk about business. That might be a little too generic. But if your thing is e-commerce, then focus on e-commerce. If it's Amazon e-commerce, then make all your videos about Amazon e-commerce. What's going on with it? What are the latest news about it? What is your take on it? If there's any new policy change, talk about it. Just make a bunch of videos about that topic. And also, you can have your content again organized in your playlists. So maybe you'll have tutorials about something. Maybe you'll have interviews with other people. Maybe you'll have documenting your own journey with the business, whatever niche you're in. Just make sure you separate all of that so that people have an easier time consuming all of your content. They just don't have to jump around looking for your videos. So these are just some examples. For example, I do vlogs. This is from last year. I was here at the Affiliate Summit 2017. I did a vlog about it. I do some inspirational videos. I do tutorials, right? If I go to an event like this one, I'll do an event about, a review about it. Interviews with other people, social media. So those are the topics I cover. And so I try to stick to those pillars of content. Next thing, if you want to optimize your video, let's say you already uploaded a video, you want to optimize it, you want to go to info and settings. Okay, the title must contain relevant keywords. So if I'm interviewing John Lee Dumas, the title has to say John Lee Dumas. And I know his podcast is Entrepreneurs on Fire, so of course I put Entrepreneurs on Fire. So I have all the relevant keywords. I could have added more, but then if your title is more than 75 characters, it's going to get cut. So 75 characters is the limit. They say 100 is the limit, really, but if you do 100 characters, I've seen it doesn't show the full title. And of course, you can add a custom thumbnail right here. It will allow you to do that. You can, select one of the you make there. The custom thumbnail has to be 2 megabytes tops. If it's bigger, it's not going to let you. Next, I just explained before, you have your upload defaults, and then you go and you can add a couple of sentences on top of it. And then you have, of course, your default keywords, and then you add a few more relevant ones. So, John Lee Dumas interview, John Lee Dumas entrepreneur on fire, entrepreneurs on fire, blah, 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 blah. And you can see this little number here next to that one. There's a little number 8, you don't see it over there. There's a it's a plugin that I use. It's called TubeBuddy, and it allows me to see right away how am I ranking for that keyword. So if you go on, hopefully, if you go on YouTube and you search John Lee Dumas entrepreneurs on fire, I think that's the full keyword, you should find this video at number 8 in the page, hopefully. Maybe it doesn't show for everybody. This is the app. This is, disclaimer, that is an affiliate link. You don't have to use it. You can just go to tubebuddy.com. But what I really love about this plugin is if you start typing a keyword here, it'll give you related search terms, and it'll tell you right away what else people are looking for when it comes to that keyword. So I immediately know, okay, I'm going to add John Lee Dumas podcast, John Lee Dumas podcast course, John Lee Dumas entrepreneur on fire, blah, 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 John Lee Dumas network. So this is the rest of keywords that people are searching for related to him. And you can just click the little plus sign and start adding them right away. So it saves you time. Next important thing, the end screen and annotations right here. This is really important to add at the end of all of your videos. You can have all of these calls to action. Subscribe, okay, this is your channel avatar. You can have another video so people stay on your channel. Hey, I love that interview. Do you have more? Well, yeah, Ray Higdon. You can watch my interview with Ray Higdon. And then they watch Ray Higdon, and then there's Gary Vee, and then there's Grant Cardone, whatever. So if you will have a video here, make sure it's related to what they just watched. Or you can even, you click here, add element. You can promote a video that is the best for the viewer, and YouTube, with their algorithm, will determine what's best for that specific viewer, and it will show them a video of your channel that YouTube thinks they will be interested in. So you can do that and leave it open, or you can put one yourself. And this will show up at the last 20 seconds, so you can only do the last 20 seconds, and you can keep this. So what I do is, of course, I have my video editor. He adds a special thing at the end so that people can subscribe. This is the other important thing you can use. There's a WordPress plugin I really like called PrettyLink, and this allows you, once you add your your associated website, you can have specific links, and all of these links are going to be your associated website. But with PrettyLink, you can put anything you want, any funnel. It's a URL shortener basically, and so you can put any funnel you want, any website you want, and YouTube will still recognize it as your main website. So that's one thing I really love about YouTube, that I can just add anything. And then here, I can add a little photo for the podcast, and then it shows up right there. I'm going to try, I have very few minutes, so I'm going to have to go a bit faster. I'll give you guys the slides, by the way. At the end, there's a link, you can get the slides. You can add all of this stuff. You can promote another channel, maybe from another fellow entrepreneur, or another of your own channels. You can add up to 5 cards, and they will show up throughout the video in this little corner here, okay? The YouTube cards. Let me show you an example here. For example, this is one of my membership programs, right? I add the call to action, I add the URL shortener, I add the photo, create card, and then 39 seconds, I decide if I want it to be on at 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 1 minute, whenever you want, it'll pop up right here. And this works on mobile and desktop. And people can just click there, and it'll display this, and then people click and they go to my funnel, my website, whatever. So the cards are huge. You need to be using cards because this is how you collect leads from YouTube right away. Top videos. What are your top videos? All right, this one's did well. I'm going to make more videos like that. This is what you need to do. Listen to your audience. And all the information is right here. And repurpose your content. If you have a long video, create a shorter Instagram version, put it on your blog, Like I have my video editor create Instagram version, like square versions. Now you can have vertical videos on Instagram with IGTV. Create different versions of your videos, same content, different versions for each platform. This is on Facebook, right? Here are a few tools and resources that I already mentioned: Canva.com, TubeBuddy, Social Blade. You can view other people's channels' performance. Upwork.com if you need a video editor. I hired one there. Highly recommended if you will take this very seriously and you don't want to be doing your own editing. Keyword tool to do a little bit of keyword research, although with the TubeBuddy app you can already do that as well. This is really cool. It's actually like a subscriber count. It shows you how many subscribers you get in real time, like a nice, big, fancy subscriber count. And click the link. This WordPress plugin. It's really basic. It's free. There's a free version. I'm sure there are better ones, but this works just fine for me for what I showed you before. And that's it. Thank you.